Hello. Um, I've been meaning to do another video for some time, and also particularly about this week since it is Shark Week. It is now Thursday midnight right here. But yeah, I myself have always loved sharks, so therefore I naturally love Shark Week. For the past few years, though, there have been people who have been disappointed with Shark Week in that they've had like mockumentaries. Most notably and infamously, the Megalodon special they had a few years back. It had so many viewers, and yet, because of all the viewership, there's so much backlash from people who are on an actual documentary episode special of Shark Week. It didn't get that. They instead, I included, everyone got this little, like, just a mockumentary of them saying the Megalodon is alive, or could perhaps. Is it possible for the Megalodon to be alive? And then they go throughout the whole thing of them saying that yes, it is true, and especially with the very beginning, they just decided to go and have like found footage. They found a camera from a crew that was eaten by this Megalodon, and then from this, that's the big evidence for it. Then they had this fake, like, World War II picture with a huge fin. Like it was like a German sub or so, World War II, and they took a picture of the sub, and then behind it there was this huge fin. It's just one of those things that's just kind of, you wonder why they would do that, and still, it doesn't really. It still is very odd, and that this would need to be, that would need to happen. Like, you have so many viewers every year anyway. I think that numbering of account of all those people that watched the Megalodon one would have been the exact same thing if you had just done something of educating people on sharks, like they did the past years, and they did it again this year, or not, they didn't do it again this year with the mockumentary. I think they did something like a follow-up last year, if I'm remembering correctly. But this year has been good. There have been a few instances with some people being kind of dumb. Like, they have like this magnet in one episode. One of the specials, they were seeing if magnets could repel sharks, essentially. And they tested it on like hammerheads, bull sharks, and then a great white. And they when they're doing the great white, they made this makeshift thing like a cage that they're all in, like really only string and plastic stuff around it as the barrier between the shark and them. But with these magnets around, they're hoping that the shark will not want to, come any close or closer than it is already. And proved successful. However, this one guy is just kind of like freaking out, like, "Oh, the shark's really close." Whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm kind of like, you got out of a this guy also, like, I believe he got out of a cage to go near one of their barriers they had for bull sharks, and bull sharks are like the most dangerous shark ever. They can go into fresh water as aside from being in salt water, and they have the highest testosterone level of any animal on this planet. So essentially, in many ways, they would be like the most dangerous animal ever. Which to me even makes those sharks more fascinating. And yet, like, you got out and swam with a very potential of possibly getting bit by a bull shark. And also, this was at night, too, or at least like dusk or something, very dark, I believe. I know it was something else. So I've been watching it really, all these nonstop when they come on at night. So I'm like, really the most dangerous shark in the world, you feel comfortable getting out of a cage you were safe in, and then going to this barrier you made, and yet, and you had no problem there. But with a great white, having built this makeshift cage of this plastic tubes and string or whatever, and have magnets all around, you start to panic. I don't know. That was just funky to me, or just, it didn't really make a lot of sense, in my opinion. But aside from that, the Shark Week has been really good this year. Discovery Channel seems to have learned its lesson, which is good, about messing with programming of presenting something as fact when it actually is not. And yes, I know they had disclaimers for the Megalodon stuff, but they were on at the very bottom, and they were on for a very short amount of time, where if you didn't read it at the bottom of the screen, most likely you were not aware of it at all. And I did see something flash at the bottom of the screen, but I had no idea what it was, because I'm not going to just pause and stop just so I can read whatever it says. I'm going to actually just watch this. And then they have this Shark After Dark talk show afterwards. And all these people voted, most people voted, they believed Megalodon was still around when Megalodon has been extinct for millions of years. It's just mind-boggling to me that somebody thought this would be a good idea. But yeah, they make mistakes. Mistakes are going to be made at some point, so I guess it happens, but still. Shark Week this year is going really well. It's great. And yeah, sharks are amazing. They're beautiful creatures. I just kind of wanted to talk about sharks. It's Shark Week. Well, that's all, I think. I have to say, I don't really have anything else, except I hope they don't ever repeat what they did before. I mean, because, Discovery Channel could, for a few years, just, oh, we won't do anything like that again. So, draws people back. And just as they get their viewership, because some people said they would not watch Shark Week anymore. But I think some people have rewatched or have watched Shark Week since. Like they get the trust of the viewers gets back, and then they decide to pull that again. I don't think they will, but you never know. Somebody might get dumb and think that'd be a great idea. Yeah, because it worked so well the last time. A whole bunch of people got angry. So that's why I did this video. Plus, I haven't done a Jared's Corner in a while. I am thinking of doing some other stuff. So there is that. Perhaps tomorrow. Yeah. Shark Week is something I have loved for many years. And I still love watching it. It's just that, well, a couple of years back, and even after that, there's some stuff going on that was being shown. I was kind of like, why am I watching this? It's just, yeah. At least they have their act together. Also, another thing is interesting that Shark Week is now starting earlier. It used to be at the very either end of July or beginning of August. Wonder why it's in June. I guess it's better to have it early than have it not be on at all. So I guess there's that. I just have kind of gotten used to for so many years that when it's at the end of July, like when July and August will be within like the same week, it'll be there. Or if July ends on a Saturday, August 1st will begin Shark Week. So I got so accustomed to that now all of a sudden yeah. So that's really all I have to say. I will hopefully put more videos out, because especially since I've been doing live streaming more, I don't see why there is a reason for that. Yeah, shall see you all some other time. Well, maybe tomorrow, or sometime this week or weekend. I will. The 4th of July is coming up, so. Yeah, Independence Day. Very soon. Very soon. Alright, anyway, hope you all had a good day, or having a good day, or something. Or, you're all enjoying Shark Week. Yeah. So, goodbye, everybody. Until next time. Peace. And now I stop this up.